As organizations gradually deal with a new normal, cybersecurity and cyber risk experts face two diverse challenges: taking on the role of change agents for better security practices across the organization, and on the other hand, having to communicate a clear picture of the organization's cyber risk posture to senior executives and the board. Hello and welcome to another insightful news today in our CyberWar TV station. My name is Lisa Cherono, the head of Virtual Conference Center. The intention behind integrated risk management is to help provide high-level decision makers with a more formalized approach to mitigating this risk. Now, an integrated approach to risk management centralizes the process of supervising risk exposure so that the organization can determine how best to absorb, limit, or transfer risk. It is an ongoing business that calls for standard definitions and methods to identify, measure, and manage risk across all business units. This information can then be analyzed to determine the overall nature of organization's risk exposure. The gap that exists stems from the lack of a common language for risk and mitigating of conceptualized controls that is based on quantitative financial impact. Additionally, it is vital to note that in an evolving approach to designing the help of organizations proactively assess this hidden risk, cyber risk quantification is the key to answer for your organization. Leveraging advanced model techniques, cyber risk quantification uses quantification methods to estimate the range of probabilities and impacts of potential security events so that the leaders can calculate key financial risk metrics as value at risk or expected loss. In a recent report, we see that companies are investigating and investing in technologies that accelerates risk oversight. Successful risk management functions are investing in these areas of great efficiency, visibility, and risk management. Therefore, picking out certain trends in cyber risk quantification as applying quantification and artificial intelligence and machine learning to datasets, automation of risk and compliance processes and controls, integrating threat modeling, threat hunting, and risk assessment capabilities, advanced analytics, modeling, and quantification of cyber risk. Ultimately, when properly implemented, integrated risk management aligns the strategic aspects of risk with day-to-day operational activities, facilitates greater transparency for investors and regulators, enhances revenue and earnings growth, controls downside risk potential. Fortunately, we have seen that most companies are being driven to change the way they manage risk as follows. There has been an increased role boards and CEOs in cyber risk oversight and driving demand for better methods to measure and articulate business and economic impacts of cyber risk. Companies are becoming more digital, and current approaches to cyber risk management must evolve from subjective checklists and compliance-driven methods to data-driven risk models. But how else can we leverage on enhancing the role of risk quantification in integrated risk management? Is it possible to center the board's risk focus on critical and emerging risk when it comes to risk management process? What should be the key considerations for the board? As Yale Bridges, we have seen the impact of how much cybersecurity quantification can help any organization identify hidden costs to gain visibility into most likely scenarios and begin tracking the rippling effects of a cyber attack. Lastly, the recent surge of sophisticated targeted cyber attacks against government and business highlights the need for improved defenses. Organizations must then protect against attackers who more than often research their targets, analyze their weaknesses, and use this information to tailor their cyber threats. An isolated organization or the enterprise that is not well connected is surely out of scope for present times. Thinking of digitally equipped rivals, frustrated employees, pure communication, redundancy in operations, vendor-related risk, and high expectations of clients, you cannot keep operating the same way anymore. Facing such threats, the benefits of collective active standard are apparent. A crucial component of collective response to cyber threats is the sharing of information and how quickly it can be acted upon. When information about attackers and methods of attack is shared, organizations are better prepared to combat them. Think about it. Call us today and let us secure your business. Stay safe, God bless, and see you again in 2 weeks.